Okay, Andy and Mike here at the new lawn where the sun is still shining on a day where Town have got their season off and running with their first victory, which is always a good point of the new season, isn't it, Mike?
It very much is, Andy. Yeah, very nice, nice 2-1 victory. A little bit of sort of a few little wobble halfway through the second half, but overall, I think it's a victory Ipswich Town fully deserved. I don't think anyone can seriously say they didn't deserve the 3 points there, Andy. I mean, it's nice little setup, nice Q dog pie, whatever we had, didn't we? What was it called?
The Q dog, yeah, you're bang on.
Yeah, the Q dog, yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of fans will have enjoyed their first visit here. Something a bit different, isn't it? It's a very different football club to what we're used to going to. Driving past a field of horses on the way in through the Cotswolds was an eye opener for that. But on the pitch, just to run through what's happened here, like a first half that had its spells where it was a bit even, but Ipswich ended it 2-0 up through two really good goals. Marcus Harness with his first for the club and a really nice Sam Morsey goal. Whip and dip, I've described it as.
No, that's funny. I didn't know how to describe it, and then I looked over your shoulder and used that whip and dip, and I like that. I wish I'd used that. I think I got a delicious curl, but you used whip.
Fine.
Do you think so?
Yeah, that's fine as well. I'm going whip and dip, and that whip and that dip had given Ipswich a 2-0 lead at half time, and at that point, you kind of felt this should be done now. This is pretty comfortable. Ipswich have got themselves into the position that they want to be, but as we so know in this league, teams come out after the break and they will bring something a little different. One change at the break for Forest Green with March coming on, and they had to spell, didn't they? They had a spell where they were getting on top. Then a goal came, and then another one was ruled out. Christian Walton had to make a double save, and it was a storm that at times we've seen Town succumb to at times. But on this occasion, they managed it pretty well and got through it.
I think Christian Walton, he's an outstanding goalkeeper, isn't he? I mean, not only does he come for every cross and usually claims without any problem. They were seriously some couple of outstanding saves there, because there was a couple of good shots that he saved, and that could have been 2-2, and we could be talking about a different game here, but we're not, because that's what he's there for. That's why Ipswich Town have got him. And as you say, Andy, yeah, Town weathered that storm. It felt like an hour, but it was only like 10 minutes, wasn't it? And then Town got back on top again, very much so.
Yeah, I think the substitutions, we're going to be talking about subs a lot this season. There's 5 of them to use. Last week we saw Kieran McKenna's changes give Ipswich a real kind of new attacking impetus against Bolton. Today I thought they changed the game, but they changed it in a different way. They calmed it down a little bit. Ipswich kept the ball a bit better. It got them through those periods. Tyrese John Jules has shown that he can be relied upon to do that. Sonny Aluko, we know, can do that. And it just calmed them down, and they got through the spell. And even when the board goes up at the end, 9 minutes, brackets, 9.
Where did 9 minutes come from? I know there's a few little breaks here. 9 seemed extraordinary. I expected 5. I thought 5, maybe 6 if you're lucky, but 9 was incredible. But yeah, you're right, and you're right. The subs did calm it down a bit, and Aluko particularly. I like Aluko. I think he's a good player. He's unlucky he doesn't start really, but anyway, that's by the by. But as you say, calmed it down, and really, those 9 minutes of it didn't really cause any issues, did they? In fact, Ipswich are on top, pushing for half chances in the box.
Yeah. I think if anybody was going to score, it's probably Ipswich. And what I like is Ipswich have started to. I'm not going to go as far as say it's the dark arts. They're not time wasting. They're not running. They're not kind of lying on the floor wasting time. But they are running the clock down, and they're doing it by keeping the ball and not allowing the other team to be involved. And they did that today. And ultimately, those 9 minutes kind of flashed by a lot quicker than I've worried. 9 minutes. Like we've spoken about Christian Walton. A couple of other performances I'd like to highlight. One is obviously Sam Morsey, a great goal. We know what he can do. We know what he can be. But Lee Evans, I thought, was really, really good today. An understated member of this Ipswich Town squad. Kind of in a similar boat, dare I say it, to what Cole Skews used to be.
Yeah.
He would describe himself as kind of shielding the back four and recycling the ball, and he seemed to land on it at every opportunity today. And by doing that, he drew Forest Green forwards, and he was just able to pop off these really nice, simple little passes to Sam Morsey, who had loads of space to work. So Lee Evans was a really good one for me today.
Morsey's a man for me. I mean, I thought he was outstanding today. He's just a class above, and it's Evans holding more. It's a land. Morsey's in that box so much. We're going to see a lot more Sam Morsey goals this season, I think. I mean, he's not the. I mean, his goal today was exceptional, but he had an easier chance in the first half with a header. Of course, he had the chance against Bolton last week, so he's going to score a few goals this season. So get a few quid on Morsey for first goal scorer, because he's clearly been told to get in that box. I thought he was outstanding again. He gave poor Marcus Harness a right earful in the first half with a mistake, and he gives other teammates as well. He's just on it all the time. He is such a good footballer. Ipswich Town are so fortunate to have him, keep him fit, and he's running the midfield. And yeah, I mean, it's good day here at the new lawn, Andy, wasn't it? First time for both of us, and Town picking up 3 points. Like, they're 7th in the table, if you just want to, in the early table, if you want to know, Andy.
Everybody will tell you it doesn't matter. I don't know when it officially does start to matter. It's maybe not just yet, but what does matter for me is that we knew last season Town's record against the promoted teams from League Two was appalling. It was dreadful. Played 8, won 0, drawn 4, lost 4. Now it's played 1, won 1, and that's a real obvious area for Town to improve on their points tally from last season, because they were 13 shy of the playoffs, I think, from memory of at the end of last season, which is a chasm, really. But if you can drastically improve your record against teams that you really should be beating, which are teams promoted from League Two, then that's that gap closed and a real platform to push. So loads of positives. It's the League Cup next, Colchester at home on Tuesday night, and then back in league action at the weekend. So stick with us for lots more on all of that.